$84 for a prop firm, give or take $90 with taxes, really isn't that bad. Stepping into this new year, we've seen a lot of these prop firms really collapse. Personally, I've experienced a lot of issues with these prop firms who had a reputable name. You know, they were the go-to, right? My Funded Futures, I had an issue not with the platform but with their customer service team. It wasn't even a big ass deal, bro. They didn't even have to do the extra shit, but they end up photoshopping my executions. They were missing some numbers in the executions. Like, I called them out on that bullshit. They started switching from customer service reps every time that I would call them out. You shouldn't hold a lot of weight to a fucking prop firm, but I was just messing with them, right? But My Funded Futures, I don't want to say the platform is fucked up because you trade off of Tradeovate, and I know people get payouts. Before I go into a little rant about Top Step, I know I stepped into this video a little bit too hot. Welcome back, guys. I haven't been posting. If you guys don't know by now, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm pretty much just giving you guys a little rundown of what has happened this last week. I took a trade on Thursday, got cooked. I just didn't have enough capital. I was trying to trade with $100. It's not possible. If you're trading on a regulated broker, it's not possible, but there's ways to go around it, right? But this year, I'm focused on finding a proper platform where I can trade safely, and I know that I'm not going to get fucked over, and it's going to have to come with a lot of trial and error. I'm going to have to test different prop firms, and I'm okay with that, right? But Top Step, man. Top Step. Like, it was good, bro. It was one of the fucking giants in this fucking prop firm thing, right? And it just ended up collapsing. My Funded Futures, like I said, I did not have a problem with the platform because you can trade off of Tradeovate and TradingView, so I don't think you can have any issues with that. But my problem was the customer service, bro. Like, them photoshopping one of my executions, and then I call them out on the bullshit and they try to fix that shit. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna step away from them. Cheap is always more expensive. You have to deal with all these headaches, and then like Top Step, $50 accounts. Now they have the no activation shit. I mean, it's cheap and it's convenient, but at the same time, like, they've done all this bullshit, and I just don't really want to waste my money, you know? I was heavily considering opening an account with Top Step again. One of my boys, shout out Alex, he keeps getting consistent payouts through Top Step. On his end, he has no issues. But I'm just not trying to go through that, right? My Funded Futures, I had a good run with them. I got funded with them. Didn't get a payout, but I was close. But the customer service, and the thing is too, the customer service thing happened on an eval, bro. And that's why I was just so fucking confused. It's like, y'all are going so crazy changing my numbers on an eval. For me, it just threw me off, right? My Funded Futures has one of the cheapest accounts, like the 50K, I think it's like the core plan or the starter plan. I don't remember. But cheap is always really more expensive. If you want to know what prop firm I end up going with, stay tuned to the end of the video. But right now, I'm gonna go pick up my girl. We're gonna go to the store real quick, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about working 2 jobs and funding your trading. You don't have to work 2 jobs, but I'll tell you guys more about the mental stress, what I've been through, what I had to endure, how I keep myself motivated, keep myself energized, keep myself focused. If you're a 9-to-5 worker, let's say you work overnights and you're trading in the morning, you don't have a fresh mind. And let's say you're a 9-to-5 worker and you have morning shifts, sometimes you don't have the time to trade, you don't have the focus to trade. Those are 2 big factors that will really limit your trading and will hold you to a certain level. You will be a break-even trader. You will see spikes of success, and then you'll stay neutral for a minute. You won't make no progress. But let's get to it. I almost forgot to record the last part of this video. I don't know if y'all can see it in my eyes, but I'm fucking tired. But touching back on what I was saying, the biggest thing when it comes to trading as a 9-to-5 worker is preserving your mental capital. What do I mean by this? The body gets tired from physical activity. Our brain gets tired of processing so many ideas and just thinking about scenarios. Like, that's the way your brain gets fucking tired. If you guys really take a step back and realize what's the biggest currency right now in the world, it is your focus. What do people obsess over on social media? It's the views, right? Wherever the views are at, that's where the money fucking goes. If Instagram keeps so much people
on their platform. They can run so many ads. Your focus, your mental capital, having mental clarity, preserving your energy for what matters to you. If you hate your job, bro, and you're over here bringing those emotions into your trading because you're holding on to them when they don't matter, you're gonna fuck yourself over. You're not gonna have the mental capacity, the mental capital to think straight. Your mind is gonna be so fucking fried just from working overnights. That's like off rip, right? You can't control that shit. Then wherever your focus goes to, that's another form of mental capital energy being wasted. If you're doom scrolling on your fucking breaks and not mentally preparing for the trade you want to take, controlling your thoughts, breathing, being patient, when it comes time to trade and your emotions try to take over because you're most vulnerable, because you haven't slept, because you're irritated from work, your boss has you pissed off, you hate your job, you're gonna fucking fail more times, and it's gonna turn into a psychology problem because you can't control your mental capital. Focus is the biggest thing we as workers need to preserve. It's easier to fucking pick up our phone and doom scroll for a long time. Working two jobs, the hardest thing for me was to stay on my diet when I first started working overnights because I was just indulging in snacks because I was sleep deprived and I was very vulnerable to those things. Now, working my second job, after I get home from working like damn near 16, 18 hours, I take a shower and I'm in bed and I'm literally just scrolling because that's easy to fucking do. And even though I know I'm not supposed to do it, I fall into that temptation. I fall into that habit. And like, where's my mental capital? I'm just filling my brain with bullshit. I'm just looking at random ass memes, random ass bullshit that doesn't bring no value to me, and it takes away from my mental capital. We can't focus like that. So that's one of the biggest things, right? Knowing where your focus is going is the most crucial thing. Now, the second thing is sleep. If you're sleep deprived, you're going to be very vulnerable to substances. You're going to rely on many things. Caffeine is one of the biggest things that I rely on when I'm sleep deprived. It ranges from caffeine, sugar, or smoking weed. Like, those are the three substances that when I'm sleep deprived, when I'm sleep deprived, when I'm not energized, like, it's easier for me to fall back onto those substances and not realize it in the moment because I'm sleep deprived. Then when I have a good night's sleep or when it's the next day, I'm like, damn, why did I eat that? Why did I smoke so much? Why am I drinking so much coffee? Why do I need so much caffeine? And I'm over here just mad as fuck because I'm not having coffee, you know? It really is just those two things that you need to have under control in order for you to find success, not just in trading, but like if you have goals, if you want to change your body, if you want to follow a diet, if you want to follow a routine, it's the same thing. As much mental capital as you have, as much sleep as you get, it plays a huge role in your success and your development. It's that simple. But many people will argue it's easier said than done. And if you really want it, you will know where you want your focus to go to. You will know where your energy is going to, and you will know how to validate your sleep and what matters most, right? There's fucking tools to help us do that shit. If you have an iPhone, you can fucking put a screen limit. You can have a screen time limit. You can limit yourself from doom scrolling. You can have these limits. It's easier said than done, but it's actually easy to do if you really want that shit. It really is that easy, bro. And I don't really want to go into a huge discussion right now. Maybe in another video when I'm giving you guys a little bit more of a trading psychology type of content and just talk more about mental capital, focus, and all those things. But it is the most simple way that I can put it, and it's the best way that I understood it. But with that being said, let me show you guys my Top Step dashboard. I want to show you guys that practice account that I was talking about, show you guys the numbers, the stats, and show you guys what prop firm I'm going to go with. These are the stats: average winning trade, average losing trade, the win rate percentage. Don't focus on having a high win rate percentage. This ain't fucking 2K. This ain't the park, bro. Like, just focus on this shit. Now, when it comes to the prop firm that I'm going to be taking my talents to, Lucid Trading is the one I will be going with. I'm not going with the Pro, but I will be going with the 50K Flex eval. It's 84.50. I mean, it's a little bit more pricier than some other prop firms, but this one has a no activation fee. Comparing this to Alpha Futures, it's pretty much almost the same thing, but with Alpha Futures, they use the same platform as Top Step. They use Project X, and I'm not really trying to trade on Project X. I'd rather trade on TradingView and Tradeovate, so it's easier for me, and there's no way like a platform can crash unless Tradeovate or TradingView crash. I mean, other than that, I like the funded rules. I like the rules on the eval. It's end of day on drawdown type. It's 50% consistency rule. It's pretty much things that I'm already used to. And there's no activation fee. So for $90 to have an eval straight to a funded account with no activation fee, that's tough. And here you have the straight to funded accounts, and I mean, this is actually tough too, but I'm gonna first try on one account. I'll pass the account, and yeah, I mean, try to get a payout and see how it goes. And I think you can have 5 accounts with them. I'm not too sure, but if you guys want me to review this prop firm and have a more in-depth detailed video for you guys, let me know down below in the comments. But with that being said, that will be it for today's video. Hopefully it's not a very volatile week. We have no news on Monday or Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we do have some news. We got CPI, PPI, unemployment claims. Everything is pre-market open, so I'm not really too worried about that, but I'm more worried about the headlines on pretty much like the world news and shit, you know. This week, I had to really sit down and tell myself that I've been through trading conditions. I've been through war trading conditions when the whole Israel stuff was going on, and like I've seen how the markets can get. I've seen how fear affects a trader's mindset. Pretty much I'm just going to base myself off of technical analysis for this week. We are trading at all-time highs. Let's see how the market opens. If we open lower and I see the market, I don't know, like I can't really say right now what I want to see from the market because I really need to see the open and how everything affected the market overall. I don't have to worry about it because I don't trade till tomorrow morning. I'm not going to look at the charts. The less you do it, the better it is. I'll have a recap for you guys next week. Hopefully I'm funded by next week. Let's see what opportunity the market has for us. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in the next one.